Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We're on our way to Epping, just up the road from us. So I'm going to go have a look at this door. They're locked out, and unfortunately we are not the first locksmiths. They've called some locksmith that gave them a really cheap price and they couldn't open the door. So now we're on our way to go open the door, and I don't know what we're up for. I saw a photo, we got a 570 with the escutcheon off and some sort of restricted. So let's see what they've done, see if they've done any damage, and get this person back inside. Alright, now the toughest thing is always finding a part. Alright, so what have we got? Some sort of restricted. Okay. One hole, two hole, three holes. Okay. Okay, so we got the door open and you can see 1, 2, 3 holes. So this is the Lockwood Pentagon, and you can see 1, 2, 3 holes. Normally this would be okay on a normal lock, but it's not for this one. And when you put the cylinder in and you turn it, it's fine. But when you turn it like this, you can hear this. Hear that? So I can hear a bit of a scraping, squeaking noise. So basically, because normal mortise locks you can drill, these ones you can't, and there's too many mechanisms in there, and this is the one with the pentagon on the side, so we know that all the parts are completely different to a normal 3582. So unfortunately it'll probably be time for a new lock. That's why I chose to go under the door, at least we're not messing around with what the actual... Right, just leaving that job. Okay, so it was a Lockwood Pentagon, and basically, you know, it had a restricted key cylinder on it, that's unpickable, and the previous locksmith tried to drill it. Looks like he put 3 holes in. You know, one of them was kind of in the right spot, and if you had the right tool, he was probably wondering why it's not working. But anyway, cut a long story short, you can't tell it's a Lockwood Pentagon, and the Lockwood Pentagon has so many moving parts inside of it. There's no insert cam, it's all part of the lock, and to change the function, it's not on the cam, you've got to change it on the side of the lock. That was the lock I pulled apart a week ago and spent like an hour, a bench challenge with one of the apprentices trying to put it all back together. It's next to impossible. It's not impossible, but you know, we're there for a long time. So anyway, best case scenario is just swap out that Pentagon and put a 3572 in there, and insert cam, use the same furniture, use the same lock, everybody's happy. That's what I would personally do. But yeah, that's that job done. I went in for a non-destructive method because I would prefer to, you know, not drill or change anything, and also I'm worried about what the other person's kind of done too, so I want to preserve my work, get in with the easiest method possible, and then tackle it from there. And I was lucky enough. I mean, it took me 15 minutes to get it, but to get it open, but we got it open without changing anything. Then I had a quick look at the lock, saw what was done, saw the way he drilled it, and I'm not poo-pooing the locksmith at all. I think you know, he he wasn't one of those scamming locksmiths that are putting an airbag and then blowing it up. He did okay. It was just unfortunate. He said a lock with Pentagon. Best way for him would be to you know, swap the lock out, and it's really one of those lockout jobs where something's got to be sacrificed to get in. You know, there's just so many variables there that, you know, you under the door tool, no, can't pick it, no, can't scoop it, no, then something's got to be sacrificed. You can't shim it, you can't do anything. But yeah, drilling a lock with Pentagon, not much fun, and there's no way to tell. It's just one of those potholes we all fall into. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching.